Oh, jeez.
And if they can beat Cincinnati tomorrow.
Alright,
Switch characters. EJ, I love you, girl, but we gotta troll the rest of this game.
And this time I remembered to put the computer players on.
Good job. I have to pick this one. For obvious reasons.
But yeah, with the Mets on a hot streak right now, like you were saying, yeah, that might not bode very well for us, especially considering that we lost to the Braves last night. In fact, we had actually won 9. In fact, we'd actually won 9 straight versus Atlanta before that loss last night. So.
If any of you guys out there are football fans, the new NFL season is started not too long ago.
It did. There was a game on the game on Thursday night was the opener, the Chiefs against the Ravens. And of course the Chiefs getting more help from the refs like always. As if Mahomes needs any more help. I mean, they've won back-to-back Super Bowls. Good Lord. What more help do you possibly need?
Yeah, it seems like he's an impressive quarterback sitting out of bed.
And then the one last night between the Packers and the Eagles, that was the first ever game in Brazil.
It was?
Yep.
I didn't notice that, but that is very nice.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't so nice if you're a Packers fan, because not only did Green Bay lose the game, they also lost their quarterback to injury.
That is wrong. Well, I didn't know that there was recently first NFL game in Brazil. I didn't know there's been some of those games in London for a long time.
London, Germany, Brazil, they're impressing you everywhere. Wild, weird.
Yeah, they even played some NFL games up here years ago as part of the Bills in Canada series.
Oh, really?
Yeah, specifically at the Rogers Center.
Oh, that's pretty nice. I also do want to mention this right here, that this past weekend, the regular season wrapped up for the NASCAR Cup Series. So now this weekend is going to be the start of the playoffs.
Ah, very nice.
And from what I noticed at the end of the regular season this past weekend is that Chase Briscoe barely managed to get the win to put himself in the playoffs.
Nice. Oh, so we're having Christmas 3.5 months early, because we're racing on Merry Mountain.
Basically last weekend, the NASCAR Cup Series at Darlington, and Chase Briscoe and Kyle Busch were in an epic battle right there to try and get a spot in the playoffs. And Chase Briscoe was able to hold off Kyle Busch for the win. And not only that, it was actually a rematch against when after they had a battle at that track in the Xfinity Series 4 years ago. But back then, Chase Briscoe had got Kyle Busch by an edge, and not only that, Chase Briscoe was able to Kyle Busch again right there. From the past weekend, like I said.
Nice.
Why can't they steal my coins? Why can't they steal anything else? Why just take my coins? No, you coin.
Now, speaking of Kyle Busch, I do know he's been a very talented NASCAR driver over the years. In fact, he does hold the record right now of most successes with at least one win with the 90s. He managed to break that record the last year, higher than the state record had. Kyle Busch has not been raced yet this year in the NASCAR Top 30, so he still has a chance to try to beat that. And if he can do that, then he'll be the first person ever to win one race for 10 years in a row. Oh, well, and I have to say as well, Chase Briscoe second nice win for Darlington last weekend in the NASCAR Cup because he is one of those drivers that is competing for Superhouse Racing, but unfortunately that team is set to shut down after this year. But for the fact that Chase Briscoe managed to win last weekend's race from Darlington, and that does put at least one Stewart Haas driver in the playoffs for that team last year. So, we'll have to see how Chase Briscoe's going to do in the playoffs for Stewart Haas Racing's last year. I hope he does well. And you never really know if that team can end off with the championship.
Well, just have to see.
Let's see if the AI is against Dominic again with this refusal to pick his stages.
And we were at a snowy track in the previous race, and we're going to another snowy track.
Mark, why does Canada have so much snow?
I have no idea.
You're Canadian, you're supposed to know that stuff. Come, let's chill.
Well, over where I live, over last year, I think it'll get much snow.
We got it up here. Not too much.
Come on, enough.
Oh, one other thing I should point out. Today it marks a bit of a, well, the day we're filming this, that is, marks a bit of a anniversary for one certain game in the Final Fantasy series. Final Fantasy series. Yeah, Final Fantasy VII, originally released on this date in 1997 as a PS1 exclusive.
So according to that right here, they basically now 27 years old.
Correct.
Speaking of Final Fantasy, I did get some DLC. I did get some DLC for the Final Fantasy last night, but not only that, but also Final Fantasy 6. I'll take some revenge. And speaking of Final Fantasy 7, I have heard how popular that particular game is in the series. And not only that, it's definitely really cool that two characters of that game are also in Smash, Bob and Sakurai.
I mean,
I guess they've got probably going to be in it. And now he is the main villain. yet. That's a bit of a shame right there, but it's just that you go sometimes.
Yeah, like Final Fantasy VII, I have never played. Not in its original form or in its remake form.
Well, I mean, Final Fantasy VII Remake, I played the demo version, but it doesn't interest me. It's too much. I mean, part of it's because it's not rune-based, and the other reason is just because, I don't know, I just couldn't really get into the demo. And, well, no, and then, it also doesn't tell, too, that Final Fantasy VII Remake isn't parts, where Final Fantasy VII Remake, they never released, and then Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, which is basically part 2 of Final Fantasy VII Remake. But it doesn't hurt to say, it doesn't really interest me all that much. Sure, I love the Final Fantasy series, but you know, the Final Fantasy VII Remake doesn't interest me all that much. I'd rather just play the
Yeah. I think, yeah, the only Final... Yeah, the only Final Fantasy game that I've actually completed is Final Fantasy 16, which was just recently.
I believe after Final Fantasy XVII, they abandoned the 3-phase format and got Final Fantasy 13, but even then, I did try out Final Fantasy 13 a little bit, but fortunately I couldn't make it because I only played the first 5 minutes, didn't know what it looked like. But, it's just like a perfect because of the older Final Fantasy where it's turn-based and all that good stuff. It's just perfect. And also, those who doesn't know, it's common knowledge at this point, but Final Fantasy 3, it is actually Final Fantasy 6, but it's called Final Fantasy, 3 years to left for another country, it's Final Fantasy 6.
Oh.
That is something I've been learning for so long right here. It's kind of interesting that Final Fantasy 3 is also known as Final Fantasy 6 in Japan, and I also know as well Final Fantasy 2 is also known as Final Fantasy 4 in Japan as well. Honestly, too late to give me a boost belt.
Alright, let's see. What do I want to pick next? And we are going to the Valley of the Yoshis.
Thanks, RNG Beetle, for not choosing what I want, like the millionth time.
By that logic, if I had chosen Hyrule Circuit, it would have went for Hyrule Circuit. I think the AI just doesn't like Dominic at this point. That's me.
Well, then again, it does make sense considering that I'm targeting a lot when it comes to Mario Party. And I'm not saying I target all the time, but that has to do with a while when I play Mario Party.
This track right here is always fun to play, so every time I go there.
It is one of my favorite tracks in the Battle Course, that great sport Battle Course model pack, course pack, really is one of their tracks on it.
Yeah, they certainly did a great job with that.
Good lord.
And for the fact that this is based on the Yoshi's Island games, they certainly made this a very good track overall.
have.
Well, to be fair, the AI looks like the AI is kind of hard to be fair.
Save this, Mario. The freaking baby Mario beat me. Oh my god. Ugh. Do it, Jake.
Where kept you out right there for that redhead man?
I thought Dominic beat me, but then I saw Baby Mario just surge in at the last second.
How dare he do that?
So mean. So mean, I want to go to Grace now.
Ugh. Well, I will point this out, and then what does work in our favor for 3D World, for doing 3D World for After Dark, is that it's a much shorter game than Dokemon.
That and Castle Crashers are a lot shorter than Pokemon, which is why I'm so thankful we're actually hopefully going to get away from Pokemon in January or February. As long as we don't just die at a random bull crap like we did.
There is something as well that I definitely want to share for all the game show fans out there that are watching this. Basically, and not too long, right here is going to be the start of the season of Jeopardy and the Old Fortune, which is going to be very exciting.
Well, to me, I don't really care about being a people.
There's a new hosting. That same game is no longer hosting.
Well, on the
Yeah,
Sid,
let's just begin with that right here. And of course, by the time the new season, the Old Fortune starts, this is basically when we'll start to get to see Brian Steve Crush as the new host. I'm looking forward to seeing how well he's going to do as the new host. I hope he does a good job.
I'm sure he will. And I should point out that while Pat's not going to be on the nighttime syndicated wheel anymore, he's still going to be on the celebrity wheel. Well, at least for this season of it.
Yeah, when I first heard about that honestly really surprised me. I didn't think that would still stick around for a little bit longer, but only on just the level version. But it's still cool that he gets a sticky gravel right here. Well, so looking forward to seeing Brian Seacrest as the host on the Old Fortune, especially since I've been well aware of him for such a long time. He's basically the host of American Idol, and he also hosts the Rocky over in Times Square ever since the end of 2012.
And another thing I should point out is that if you're not counting the Saturday reruns for Wheel, which are usually from the previous season, then this past Friday's rerun was the last time that Pat gets seen on the syndicated show.
And by the way, the last race this was a win for me.
Nice.